नमस्कार प्यारे विद्यार्थियों। एक बहुत ही कॉमन प्रॉब्लम है जो इंटरव्यू के दौरान विद्यार्थी फेस करते हैं। दे कैन नॉट स्पीक इन इंग्लिश एंड दे हेजिटेट because they are not fluent in English. What are the reason? How we can overcome it? Because that is a very major problem and this is a very common problem. Student cannot speak in English, but in the tech interview, any professional interviews, we have to speak in English. No doubt, sometimes we can switch over to Hindi, but again we have to come back to the English language. So that is very important. If we will not prepare well, if we will not practice well, if we will not work on our language, then it is not going to help you a lot. So that is very important. We need to understand how we can overcome this issue. And there are some tips which I will give today so that you can understand how you can overcome your language problem, how you can be more fluent in English, and what are the ways you can improve your English. First, you have to practice the common interview questions. That is very important because in interview many of the questions are always a common questions that is frequently being asked. So you have to have the understanding what are the common frequently asked questions and you have to prepare your answer accordingly. When you are sitting for an interview, you can give that answer with full of confidence. You have to prepare the common frequently asked questions in a better way so that you can give better responses. Enhance your vocabulary because at the end, if you can prepare, you can just mug up these all things, but if you are not speaking properly, if you are not fluent in English, if you have language problem, if you are having vocabulary issues, at the end you cannot speak well. So you have to improve your vocabulary part, which is very important to speak in English. So that is very important and that you can learn from Renan Martin, which is a very famous book for English grammar. So you have to learn vocabulary in a better way. When we are talking about more improvement for the interviews, then you have to attend more and more mock interviews because that is also one of the very important tasks. When we have more practice, we will perform well. If we have done mock interview practice for one time, then the performance will be accordingly. If you have done these kind of mock interview practice more than 10 times, then your performance will be accordingly. Fourth is listen and learn. You have to listen English movies, you have to listen whatever English songs so that you can understand better English. You can focus on your language part. So you have to listen as much as you can listen English languages through movies, through songs, through many kind of poetry, drama, anything like that, and learn also. With listening, you have to learn because you can listen, but if you not understand, that is not going to help you a lot. So you have to listen as well as you have to learn on your English language. You have to record yourself because when you are giving interviews, there are many common questions. So sometimes you cannot give better responses. For that, what you need to do, you have to record yourself. For example, tell me about yourself, you have to record yourself, then you have to listen it. For example, strength and weaknesses, you have to record yourself, you have to listen it. So there are many multiple questions you have to record, then you have to listen, then you have to improve accordingly, and you have to again and again you have to try that so that you can improve it. Work on your body languages because whenever we are speaking, there is a non-verbal and verbal communications. The way you speak, the way of your presentation of your body language also matters a lot. That will showcase your confidence. So if you will speak in a better way, that will definitely showcase your confidence and you will perform better than others. And seek feedback. Feedback means what? Whatever you are learning, whatever you are listening, whatever you are reading, whatever vocabulary you are enhancing, whatever language part you are improving, you have to seek feedback from others, your colleagues, your friends, your relatives, that how I am improving, am I improving or not? So that is very important. So you have to take a regular feedback on any questions, whatever you have prepared, you have to take a feedback from your friends that is it really good or not. So accordingly you will improve. And at the end, improve your grammar because vocabulary, listening, learning, practice, mock interviews, these all come after your grammar and tenses. If you will not learn the grammar properly, if you will not learn the tenses properly, you cannot make your sentence properly. And that is the foremost very important part. So these are the some tips. If you will work in these directions, definitely it will give you a great benefit and you will perform better in the interviews because interview at the end, it is a final part. If you cannot perform well, whatever you have done before that, it is going to completely vanished. So you have to perform well for the interviews and for that you need to work upon these kind of topics which I have narrated so that you will give your interviews in a better way, and you will definitely at the end you will get the selection. And with the same hope, we will again come up with these kind of issues whichever is being asked by the students, and will help you in your career development, your skill development and employability enhancement. With the same word, धन्यवाद, जय हिंद, जय भारत.